Howdy folks, this is Novice Gamer. I'm playing a little bit of the last Caretaker, the early access version here. And I've only played the game a little bit. I've watched some streamers play too, got some tips and tricks from them. And my goal here is just to play through and have a little bit of fun. If you like it, watch it. If you don't, watch something else. And we're just going to be moving around, doing a little bit of stuff. I'm going to take a different approach to this than trying to rush through all the quests that are in the game. I'm actually going to go a little different route. I'm going to try to level all the way up, get my ship upgraded all the way, and get my resources maxed out before I do some of the things that you're supposed to do in the game, so that I can approach everything from a higher level with better guns and all that kind of stuff. So that being said, let's do a new game. I'll put it in backup slot 1. We'll load it in. For those of you that don't know, the human race has left the planet or are in orbit. The radiation prevents them from having kids, and all of us caretakers are supposed to raise the kids down here and shoot them up in a rocket so that they have new people, new blood, new humans. So I appear to be the only one left because there's some kind of problem going on here. So I am going to explore this world and try to raise some kids and shoot them up in rockets so that the human race will survive. So I'm gonna, if you look on the bottom left over there, you'll see the hotkeys and stuff, and above that you see the tools and skills and enhancers and all that stuff, and the build buttons B. But what I'm gonna do is hit escape. Oops, I'm sorry, hit tab. When I hit tab, I'm going to right click this equipment here and hit use. That will turn my flashlight on. It uses a little battery power, but that's fine. So see this little claw? That's my interaction. That means my hand can grab it. That's the left mouse button to grab it. It tells you on the screen. And then I can throw it using the right mouse button, just like that. Yeah, grab, throw. Alright. If I hold E over some of this stuff, it'll pick it up and throw it in my inventory. Like this here, I hold an E, and it goes into my inventory. So now I have some plastic scraps in my inventory. That's what I picked up. So let's open this door. We're going to be scrapping a bunch of stuff, and this high-tech stuff is good.
It's dark and quiet now, but it doesn't have to stay that way. Reconnect the power. Bring this place back to life.
Alright, so we've got to reconnect the power. So it looks like the battery is the power. And over here is our control. We got to hook it up and turn it on, but I got to connect the power from here to there. So I need an electrical cable of some sort, right? And I don't have one in my inventory because it says E to connect, and it does nothing. So let's look around. So if I hold E, I can pick up some things. Like, let's pick up this box just with my claw and drop it. And you'll see it contains ore, so I'm going to look at it and pick that up. But I don't actually have to do that. I can just stand here between these two boxes, hold E, and all that will come to me. This stuff is not something that can go in your inventory. These are just these little spider bots. We'll just throw those over there. We'll scrap those later on maybe. Alright. And this is also not something, this bug looking thing, that can go in my inventory. I gotta just pick it up and throw it. Another, oh no. Oh, number 5 is no longer alive. Wow, that's an old movie. I'm an old guy, so that quote works for me. From an old movie called Short Circuit. So number 5 asked us to recycle his body, so we're gonna take him up on that wish, and we're going to take his gym bag too, because I think he has some sweaty socks in there that we can recycle. And we'll take his chair and computer and all that stuff later, and his mattress and all that. It has stains on it. I don't even want to know how that happened. Alright. So we got some electrical cable. So now we can hit E, connect it. E, connect it. Turn this on.
Good work, Caretaker. Every restored connection brings us closer to reclaiming our home. We've lingered here long enough, Caretaker. Head to the docking hangar. There's something important there, waiting to show us our path.
Number 5 is blocking the door. Let's go in this door, though. We haven't opened this one. Oh, no. Number 6 is dead, too. Damn it. Don't block the door, number 6. Just stay over there. Alright, he also wanted to give his body to science. We're going to pick up that toy. That's going to be important for the kiddos later. They got to have something to play with. So, we'll try to grab all those. I want to tell you about controls. Alright, I'm going to hit escape. And you can do show controls, and it'll show your controls, but you can't edit them here. I don't know what use this is, quite honestly. If you go to options and key bindings, then you can edit your controls if you want to change the key bindings. Right, so if I look here, you'll see that for my melee weapon, it's a C, but I've also set it to the thumb mouse button. So I'm going to hit that. Boom. There's the C. There's the thumb mouse button. Same thing. So my crowbar of death is ready. So let's go. Oh no. Billy. He didn't get a number. He wanted to be called Billy. Wow, look at that. He's got his head on a swivel. And he's got good situational awareness. Alright. Let's look around. Oh, some more electrical cable. That's good stuff. There's a teddy bear. We'll have to move that stuff out of the way of that door in a minute. I'll pick up this battery. And I need to open this door. And pick up these batteries. And now I can hit escape and put those in a holster. And now if I need to, I can use number 4 and recharge myself a little bit. As you can see, down there, the blue bar shows that I have about 60% charge roughly. 55. Alright, so let's go charge up first. Let's go back to the battery. I'll show you how to do that, and then we'll charge up our vitality. So I'm going to hit E to connect an electrical cable. I'm going to hold. It says connect to self, hold. So I'm holding E. I'm charging up. When I get done charging, I'm going to hold E again. Then I'm going to hold Q to reel in the cable and put it in my inventory. So you'll get used to that. The commands are right on the screen, so this is real easy. I'm going to turn this light on. I could turn this light on too, but it's kind of a waste of power, and I don't need it in this little room. Alright. So this is vitality, the green bar below. Hold E. My vitality is ramping up. Hold E, Q to reel it in. And then we'll save. Back up. Slot 1, override it, yes.
All must be stored. Caretaker shutdowns are expected. Power loss, damage, accident.
Alright, gonna slide these. Some of these boxes are too heavy for me, but I can slide them.
Vitality, memory, memory keeps you continuous. These are the foundation of your task, not neglect. Caretaker, invite to link to your own system. Vitality first. The barrel fluid in your brain is not ordinary coolant. It was designed as a living system, adapted to self-healing, drawn from Exo's earliest work in extreme trauma.
Alright. Turn that power off so that guy'll shut up. We'll call the elevator down. It's just sitting right there. And we'll throw Sarah on here. And take her up with us. She didn't make it either. Sad. There's some stuff on these levels here. You can climb down the ladders and get them. I'm going to do that later off camera because I don't want to bore you guys with everything that I'm doing. So let's go do the important stuff. Oh, looks like a critter. Melee, melee. Ready? And spider bots. And let's go ahead and kill this thing or it'll regenerate and make more spider bots. Hit E to grab that battery. Hit E to grab these batteries. Come on. And let's see if there's anything else to pick up. No, all the rest of the stuff is big stuff. You have to use your hand or claw. Woo! Alright. Let's open this door. Oh no. Jimmy. Gosh darn it. Everybody's dead. Okay.
There she is. Your vessel. More than just metal and circuits. It's your freedom. This boat is how you'll reclaim the seas, and perhaps even your identity.
I like when she talks because I can get a drink of coffee.
The dock systems are offline. Without them, we're trapped here. Restore the power, Caretaker, so we can sail again.
Okay, dock systems are offline, the door is shut, so I gotta restore power. Let's go ahead and pick all this stuff up. Alright, one of the things I picked up was a small battery. That's good. So I can take stuff to recycle with me. If I just throw it on the ship, it'll go with me later. So I'll probably do a lot of that, but if I don't throw it far enough, it will land in the water. So I have to be kind of careful with the good scrap. Good scrap being, grab that. Like this guy, he's good scrap. Make sure he gets on the boat. I can't reach you. Jump. Parkour. Okay. I'm gonna reach down and grab him. He'll fall in the water if I'm not careful. Alright. We'll throw all this stuff on the boat later. Let's go ahead and continue what we're doing here. Picking up this little stuff for one thing. And we'll go down here. There's a big forklift. I'm not going to be able to pick that up. I'm not powerful enough yet. If I hit tab and go to enhancers, if I improve my hydraulics and stuff, hull mastery and all that stuff good enough, I can probably pick up that big guy, but you have to do that as you level up. Alright, so I did level up once, so let's look at skills. Oh, I didn't level up, yeah. So the dismantle tool cost me nothing, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that. If I need more electrical cable, I'll need that, and if I need a cable extender, I'll need that. So that's all I'm going to get right now. I'm going to save that other point. I don't want to get any of this other stuff. You don't have enough to unlock everything, so you got to be picky on what you unlock. Don't try to unlock everything as you go down the chain. For example, in this next one, I'm not going to unlock the small battery. I will unlock the wind turbine, the Whisper. I will unlock the electric pistol. I will unlock the small storage, because you don't get more storage till you get down here to level what, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it'll be a while. So we'll need some small storage, or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just throw stuff on the ground. We'll see. I'm not going to unlock diesel engine cylinders, and I'm not going to unlock. Well, this is free. I can unlock this electric engine cylinder. But there's some laying around too, so I don't want to build them if they're already laying around. I'm not going to unlock a light, etc., etc. So let's keep going here. Oh, so we've got a diesel. Let's throw that on. There is 2,000 pounds or 2,000 liters. I'm sorry, of diesel. Let's grab these hoses, and let's grab this hose and connect it to our ship. Oops, come on. E. Connect it to the boat, and what we'll do is we'll change it to, right now it's equalizing, right? So that tank will have 1,000. The tank that's underneath the ship, inside the ship, also is a 2,000 liter tank, and it will equalize and put 1,000 in each. I'm going to hit F twice, whoops, F once, so that it's taking all of the stuff, not equalizing it, but taking it all from that tank and putting it into the boat, because there's a 2,000 liter tank on here and we want to fill it up. So that'll fill it up. See, here's one of those diesel engine cylinders. Let's grab that, take it down here and throw it in, and we'll we'll fix this in just a little bit. Actually, maybe we'll fix it now. I don't have enough stuff. Alright, we'll fix it later. So let's go ahead and throw some stuff into the recycler. Whoops, we don't want to throw that in. Just the right stuff. We don't want to throw the kids stuff in there. We don't want to throw the bio-organic stuff in there. We don't want to throw our battery in there. We actually want to put our battery, we'll just lay it back here. Put it on the shelf. There we go. So we'll turn that on. Oh, no, we're not going to hook it up yet. I don't want to use up the boat's power right now. Let's see here. Oh, I don't have enough to fix it. We'll fix it later. Alright, so we can hook this up to the ship and do the same thing we did with the diesel except with the battery. Alright, come on. There we go. Alright, so it's equalizing again, so we want to hit F to get that going out of this battery. Pick that stuff up. Throw these little batteries on the boat. They shouldn't explode, it'll be alright. It's just power. Alright, we'll pick the rest of the stuff up later. We want to get this little stuff though, all the little stuff. And we're gonna go back upstairs here. Let's see what's in here. So if we look right here, we can go in here, but I don't think this one goes anywhere. So we can get out through there if we can drop from above, but yeah, let's pick that up. Let's pick these scraps up. Let's see here. We got some chem lights, but they're pretty much useless. I don't use them. I just keep my light on. I'll pick them up and we'll see if we can recycle them, or well, if not, we'll throw them in storage and just keep them forever and never use them. All right, Bobby, knock that vent off for me. See? Look at that. Even in death, Bobby's very helpful. Alright, so we need to power this one up. We're going to have to repair it. Let's do that now. So if you hit T, your tools, you can see that we have these tools for use. And we can put this one in a slot. We'll add it to action bar 2, which you can see the wrench is in 5 and the recycler is in 6. Now the recycler on the ship, the big one, and this little one gets you the same amount of stuff. There's no difference. So, all right, so let's hook this up to a battery. We'll hook up this battery to this battery, and we'll have them equalize. That gives us 2 batteries worth. So both at 6 kilowatts capacity. So that'll give us 12 kilowatts total. See, they're equalizing now. This one was lower and this one was higher. And now they're both at about 3.2. So it only gives you the reading for that battery. So you have to add it together. So I got 6.4 kilowatts actually between the 2 batteries. So we're going to take this hose that's laying here, or this cable, and we're going to hook it up to this battery. And then we're going to top ourselves off real quick here from this battery, and it'll leach it from both because they're equalizing each other. And now that we're done, we'll disconnect and reel that in. So this cable we connected actually goes upstairs, so let's follow it. And pick up all this little stuff. There's a teddy bear for us. We don't want that falling in the water. Alright, so there's that cable was connected there, right? Yep. So that's connected out here. It goes all the way over to the solar stuff. There's a critter there I need to kill. There's a couple over there I need to kill. Oh, spider bots. These are like little minions. They're annoying. Alright, so let's hook that up. Held E to grab that. Which one looks in best shape? I'll just hook it up to this one for now. Hook that one up to there. These are damaged, but that's alright. Let's hook this one up. And let's hook this one up. Alright. So now we got power running into our batteries from those broken down solar systems. We'll see if I can repair any of them. 5. No, I don't have enough materials. We'll have to get more materials later on. Let's go ahead and see if we can. Sometimes it's better to get right up on them, I think, because it gets some of those little minions, spider bots, whatever you want to call them. Alright. Let's see if we can kill them all. Alright. So I'm going to hit B because I unlocked this cable extender, and I'm going to hit build. And I'll need one going from here over to there, so let me just put it right here. E to place it, and then Q if I don't want to place any more. And it's red, so I don't have enough stuff. I'm waiting for 1 iron, so I need some iron. So let's go find some iron, and let's hook up this to this wall. I'll show you why in just a minute. Alright, let's kill that critter, whatever it is that you call those things. Why can't I get that open? I cannot open it. Yeah, we'll have to figure that one out. See, that has our recycler in there, and we need to get to that. Let's see what we need to do. Oh, I bet all we need to do is hook up some power. See if this will reach, if I have enough. Alright, hook up some power to the door. If we have power to the door, maybe it will work, right? Not enough. Let's take this off real quick. Oh well. We'll sort this out when it gets daylight. And I will be right back.